All right, everyone, we are here with a very special guest. We are joined by Frankie Jonas. His new show is out now. When this interview comes out, it will be out. Claim to Fame on ABC, hosting it with his brother, Kevin. Welcome to the show, Frankie.
Thank you so much. It's so nice to be here with a couple legends.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
It's nice to be recognized as such.
Yes, it's now we have completed the full Jonas brother guest
experience.
Now you are the missing puzzle piece.
I'm the final one?
You're the final one.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So we can say
certainly
we've had all four.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
Big for us.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? How pumped are you for everyone to see this show?
I mean, I'm ecstatic.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, just the whole process has been so nuts. I mean, the last time that I was like on a camera was with Kevin in Camp Rock 2. And so to go from that to this has been a crazy experience. And I mean, we had so much fun making it. I've never heard of a competition reality show where you walk off and the crew and the cast, the hosts, the contestants, everybody had a good time.
Yeah.
And it also is still going to be really good TV too, which is convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Can you explain the premise of the show for the people listening that do not know?
Gladly. So imagine 12 people who are all related to celebrities, and they're sequestered in this house, no phones, no technology, and then they have to guess who everyone's related to. Everyone's relatives are a secret from each other. There's clues everywhere. There's clues on the walls. There's clues in the challenges. If you find out who someone's relative is, then essentially you get to guess and potentially win $100,000.
I am honestly very excited for this show. This is like a show that's right up our alley.
Well, it's like Big Brother mixed with the Masked Singer.
Yes.
It's like Guess
It's a
Who,
bunch
kind
of
of.
mixed
It's
together.
like a social experiment in a way. It's the tabloids too. It's like all these different things, and it really covers so many different like ideas and circumstances, and it's such an explosion of a concept that is so hard to grasp your head around at first, but then like it so quickly just takes you on this journey, the whole show.
So now what's your role in the show?
So Kevin and I, my lovely older brother, and I host the television show. We are particular authorities on the subject of being related to famous people. Kevin and I, we have two older famous
Kevin.
brothers.
I love how Kevin is thrown in there.
I know. I mean, well, we both can understand being
Yeah.
either related to each other or the other two, how
Yep.
that could feel. And so I think, originally they pitched the show with us as the host, and they came to Kevin and asked if he was interested. And then knowing that he was the harder get, then they came to me. And then, I mean, of course, I got the call and they were like, do you want to do a show with Kevin? And I screamed and jumped and hooted and hollered until I got the job. So
That sounds
So you
amazing.
were excited. You were just locked in immediately.
I mean, host a television show with Kevin Jonas?
Yeah.
What? That's awesome.
I do have a little bit of a bone to pick that Kevin is not here.
Oh,
I guess.
well, he is prepared. He's at
Kevin's
home with
not
his
a fan of us
family.
anymore. That's
No,
okay.
I
No,
mean,
we
you
get
will
it.
always
We got
make-
Frankie.
You got and listen. If I think you're legends, you can just change the name.
Yeah, that's
right.
There's just-
We
you can-
actually said
I
that
could-
before.
I could literally take a
You
red
should
marker.
take a Sharpie and cross
just
out
cross
Kevin,
out Kevin.
and write your name.
We'll find a
All right,
permanent.
all
We'll
right,
find a
well-
permanent marker and post that.
Yes.
That
send it
would
to him.
be
That would
pretty
actually
funny.
be very
would,
funny.
It would be
very
really
funny.
So the show, like, how long were you guys filming this for? And did you have to kind of be away from everyone like these contestants were?
We we were just like pretty much 5 weeks in LA,
Nice, okay.
and the whole time it was pretty short overall, but Kevin and I were there every day and just like sitting in these trailers, and then we just get all these updates at the end of the day. And I mean, we didn't know anybody.
Did you want to play the game, or did you know who's everyone's sibling was?
So that was the question
or
early
famous
on.
relative.
That was the question the first day. Was like, okay, there's two ways we can play this.
Yeah.
Either we tell you everyone, and it's probably going to be easier for you and probably going to be safer bet.
Right.
Or, you know nothing and you play along with the audience and with the contestants. And we were both like, yeah, like, don't tell us anything.
Yeah.
We want to play.
That's actually really fun.
Exactly. And then, you get to the end of the first episode and our reactions are just completely genuine.
Yeah.
And the whole season, every single episode where we find someone out, we are truly shocked. I think there was probably one, like, I told you so, or I knew it in the whole show.
Were you friendly with any of the people on the show? Did you find out after that you had like known these people?
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of them I hadn't met, but like I had known their relative, or like
Right.
I had, a signed item by one particular person's relative that I like begged for Christmas one year. And then when I told them about it at the finale, they were like, "That's super weird." And I was like, oh, cool,
You were like,
cool,
well,
cool.
that's not that weird.
I mean, I was just trying to tell you I was a fan, but whatever. No, but it was just the best time. And I mean, what was great, Kevin is a host. He's professionally, and I'm not. And so I brought, just being a member of that community to the show. And by doing so, I got to get to know the contestants a lot more. And we got to have a really genuine, unique connection. And it comes out on the show, thankfully.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to word this question right, so follow me here,
Okay.
but I think you'll understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But like, for instance, you telling that person that you were a fan of like their relative and they're like, oh, whatever, that's super weird. But doesn't it make you realize like you're fans of people, so it makes sense that people are fans of your brothers, right? Like you're like, people are fans of people.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Or else nobody would exist.
Yeah, exactly. And I've known that, like, I've seen that my whole life since I was a kid. It was for a while up until a certain age. It was like, wait, are people not fans of them? Like, can I meet people that don't know who these people are? And then once I, became an adult and got my own life, that was when I was able to have that. And I think that's another thing, is just the social dynamic of that world is so unique and so different. And we touch on that so much on the show, and it really comes out in these weird and crazy ways that just make amazing reality television. Thank God.
That definitely makes sense, because I feel like a lot of those people would have similar stories to you of like when you realize, oh wait, my sibling is. Everyone knows who they are. Why?
Exactly. And you have to think about like the trust of it. And, so many of the contestants, they came into this being like, wow, I'm going to finally meet other people who have the same circumstances as me, and I'm going to make these friends. And then they get there, and then there's $100,000 on the table, and everyone has to kind of lie to win it. And then you see this beautiful, crazy, just expanse of social dynamics play out as
It
a
sounds
result.
like it has like a mixture of like the circle in it too, even though like
So
you
true.
kind
That's
of
a good
know. But like I was
comparison
thinking of
too,
like
yeah.
when Lance Bass's assistant was on the circle. They were like trying to
Pretending to
pinpoint
be
that.
Lance Bass.
Yeah. Well, how
I
old?
wanted to go on the circle and go as Frankie Grande. I thought that would have been so
that
funny.
is funny.
That
yeah,
would've been hilarious.
That is
That
really
would've been
funny.
really
Like, no,
funny.
it's just Frankie Jonas. How old were you when things started like picking up for your family?
I mean, so when I was born, Nick was starting his first Broadway show, and he was, I think, Chip at the time in Beauty and the Beast. And, fast forward, it was just them on Broadway for a really long time. And then right around 5 or 6-ish, suddenly we flew to LA and did a baby bottle pop commercial. And my parents told me we were moving to LA. And then, a year later, we were doing like Jonas and Camp Rock. And so it
Teen Choice Award.
Teen Choice
Winner.
Award.
Yes.
Yes.
So when people were
classic.
yes, obviously.
I'd like to thank anyone who voted for me and my best friend James. Thank you very much. And I waddle off with something that's 3 times my size. Kiki Palmer's like picking it up to help me.
When I'm trying to think of when there was like paparazzi and stuff around. Were you fully aware of what that meant, or were you kind of like, why is everyone taking pictures? But I feel like you were at the age where you must have known what that meant.
I mean, I had an idea about it. I had some level of understanding, and it was, as much of it was, such a quick change, it still was a gradual rise. It still went from like Jersey to then like, oh, okay, we're like here now. This is happening. And even so, like, it wasn't as much me. It was more, obviously paparazzi for them.
Yeah.
And I'm just there, the kid being like, this is an uncomfortable situation to be in, but cool.
Did you just continue going to school like regularly, or
I was
were you
homeschooled at that point. Yeah, I did regular school up until we moved to LA, and then I was homeschooled, and then I went to school for like actors, like in person with like Noah, Miley's little sister, and Madison, Demi's little sister for a little bit. But yeah. So homeschool.
Yeah, and then what's life like for you now these days? You live in New York?
Yes.
Yeah.
I live in New York full time. I love it here. It's just the best place on the planet.
That it is.
But yeah, I just live here, man. I just went backpacking in Europe before the show for a couple months, and taking some time off school to just be the host of a reality TV show.
I feel like you're like crossing off so many things. You see, school for studio engineering, right?
Yep.
You did, and then now astrophysics.
Ideally, yeah, astrophysics and creative writing.
Yeah, that's
if possible.
What a
mix.
What an unlikely duo.
Yeah, no, they're super different. But I think it's both are all.
You could write
subjects.
some pretty good sci-fi.
That's the plan. That's the point. That's
you
like
go.
the idea is just. I think that I'm very lucky to be like in the position I'm in life, where like I get all these amazing opportunities, whether it be claim to fame or going to school or doing this, and like I can't pass those up if they're put in front of me.
Go ahead.
Whoa,
that was a
unison.
in tandem.
We do that.
Whoa,
we do that a lot.
That was
honestly,
We both said it, and I bet you we
Psychic.
were probably going to go in the same direction.
I can't wait
go.
to find out which one it is.
The last couple years, you have absolutely blown up on TikTok.
Okay.
And now I feel like one of my favorite things is to watch your TikToks and see all the comments of people who are like, Frankie's the most famous Jonas. He's the best. Who cares about everybody else? Like, this guy is awesome. How has that been? And like, how do you, like, is TikTok so fun for you?
I mean, yeah, it was the best. It helped me realize so much that like, oh, like I can be authentically myself and people can be like, yeah, that's cool and that's great.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously that was like a moment for me. That was just like the best thing ever. And then so quickly it was like, oh, yeah, like maybe that's not funny anymore for like to other people. And I was like, oh, okay. I'll pull back.
Yeah.
And then but then I mean, I loved it, and I think I'm so grateful to it because like I would never have been able to do what I'm doing now. I would never claim to fame would never have happened without that. And so I'm so grateful to TikTok and that community, and it helped me blossom and it helped me grow so much. And like just being funny online every day was a treat.
Yeah. I feel like you have so many different paths that you can take. Is there one that like you really want to focus on?
I mean, like being happy is so dope, and like just being like, I don't know, just at the end of the day,
when you
like,
have so many avenues, that's like the classic answer. You're like, well, I just want to be happy.
Be happy. Like, I don't know, like you can, I mean, like I think everyone can do whatever they want, you know, and like just be happy. It's like, I think that I just have to look at every option and be like, where do I want to go from here?
Yeah.
And how am I going to wake up tomorrow and feel the best about myself?
New York City is a great place for all of those things.
And also it cannot be a good place for those things too.
That is.
Yeah,
that
we
is
love to
also
romanticize
true.
New York if you live in New York, and then you live in New York and you're like, oh, I wish I hadn't romanticized New York.
Yeah. That's fair. But I still feel like when you're looking at all those opportunities and things to do, there's not a lot of places where you could maybe put your toe in all of those things at one time.
Every puddle you can just octopus it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. So that's really great. We want to play a little game.
I love games.
It's just very simple. It's probably a game you've been asked to play 9 million times. Name
Definitely.
that Jonas.
Yep.
Name that Jonas.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never been asked this.
Name that Jonas. I really wanted
This
it to
sounds
sound
like we're
very
gonna give you
game-showy.
facts, but it's more.
I know
like,
that's what Noah assumed when I said.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh,
I actually thought
are you
that
gonna
we
like?"
were gonna-
Okay, this
he was
is
like,
a
"Are
game
you
that
gonna like
have you played
quiz?"
this with the other Jonas?
No. Oh, well, we did.
We did
quiz
I
them.
quizzed you
Yeah.
because she's like the,
I lost. Yeah, I'm trying
I
not
feel
to
like
show
I
you.
might
I'm trying
beat
not to
you
be like,
on-
"Hey, I'm a crazy Jonas
I'm
Brothers
a,
fan."
She's
I'll be
like
real
the
with you. I'm a
fanatic.
crazy Jonas Brothers fan.
Yeah.
I
No,
like.
you would
I
beat
go
me on
hard.
Jonas Trivia
I go
for
hard
sure.
at a JB concert.
Yeah.
Like,
So this isn't trivia. This is more
No,
just like
this is
getting to
just-
know you guys.
oh,
It's like
okay, great.
Jonas
Cool.
superlatives.
Okay.
yeah.
And you can pick
That's a good
yourself
Lovely.
for any of these options
I
as well.
do
And
have
you
that
do
last
fall
name.
into
You
the
can
fan.
also-
I do. Legally, I would
you
fall
are
under
Jonas.
that category.
So name that Jonas.
Hey.
You could pick your parents too if you want.
Oh,
why
I
not?
Sure as hell will. I also
Your mom for a little bit was commenting on our Instagrams. Remember, there was a long
Yeah.
stretch.
Oh,
Maybe, yeah.
Mama J. Mama
Yeah.
J. All right.
The best.
Yeah. So
If, you,
there-
if
the
you're
whole
from Jersey
family.
or New York for that matter, my mom will love you.
Yeah.
So
I love that she is. I didn't realize, but I watched you guys on the View, and I didn't realize your mom goes by Glammy.
Glammy.
Oh,
That is
amazing.
that
really
is
cute.
so
It's
cute.
Glammy and Paw Paw.
Oh, that I mean,
But, like,
that is
my
too
dad's
cute.
from Charlotte in North Carolina, so it's Paw Paw, like Paw Paw.
Paw Paw.
Paw Paw.
That
And
is-
only the kids could do it. Like my like Danny for like a really long time couldn't do it because she was from Jersey and she couldn't get the twang.
That's funny.
Got to work on the southern twang, but all right, we'll kick it off, and you're just gonna name whatever name whoever pops in your mind first. So,
Lovely.
who has the best fashion? You can say yourself.
That's. I mean, I will go with me because I
Yeah,
I was
do
gonna say, it
believe that
seems like you're going
I-
down that path.
I would choose myself in
Yeah,
that situation.
you should. Who always answers the phone when you call?
I'm the only person who will always answer the phone. That is
You
another.
can't pick yourself for every question,
I know.
though.
Okay, fine.
No, but for
that one, I truly believe that I
Yes.
will always answer the
Okay.
phone.
That's the
But
right answer.
Other than that, like my dad
Yeah.
will be there no matter what.
Perfect. Who's the messiest? And like not messy as in drama messy. Messy is
Like physically
yeah.
a mess.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like I've seen both Kevin and Joe leave some
Messes.
some Tasmanian devil aftermaths.
Okay. You want to do some?
No, you go. I
okay.
can't read from here.
Oh, you can't read from here?
No,
Okay.
certainly not.
Okay.
It's really not that far.
It's very
It's
small
small.
writing.
My font,
it's super.
my font is super
You got it
small.
on like point
Yes,
two.
it's-
Yeah,
yeah.
she did that on purpose.
No, it's like it's 11. That's
Yeah.
that's
Got it,
pretty
got
small
it,
if you're
got it,
for
got
being
it.
far.
I wear
far
glasses
away.
for distance.
Fair enough.
Which couple would you most want to go on vacation with?
That's so difficult because it depends. Honestly, like, because I get along with them all so well and so differently, and I have different relationships with them all. But it just depends on like which vacation they would go on. You know, I'd probably
So
say
tropical vacation.
Yeah, like tropical. That's probably like a Nick and Pre thing. And like I'm more of a ski guy, so I'll probably go Joe and Soph there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take
Okay.
that. Yeah,
They're-
yeah.
that
Yeah, that
Warm and
fits.
cold.
people,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
fit
yeah,
different climates, different vacations. Who is the funniest?
Honestly, Nick is one of the funniest people I know. He's so laid back.
Underrated
and
answer. I
and
feel like people
in-
would think you would say Joe
Yeah.
in
or yourself.
the pocket, like in the pocket jokes. He will wait and he will use the right
Silent
ones.
killer,
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
One-liners.
Real dry, but real on the money.
Yeah. Who is your parents' favorite?
It depends on the parent.
Who's your dad's favorite?
This guy
Yeah.
right here, real.
So does
I
that
thought
mean
you were going to say yourself
So
or
does that
both.
mean your mom has a different favorite?
Oh yeah, I mean that's Nick. Easy money, dude.
This is a tough one. Who's the best dad?
Who's the best dad? I mean, as a brother and as a professional, I cannot answer that question. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you,
No,
but,
you're good.
No, I feel like I don't know. I think they all dad very differently.
Can you believe that they all have girls?
It's crazy. It's crazy to me. I'd say my dad because he
Yes.
was able to accomplish
answer.
making 3 successful fathers.
Yeah.
That is something that like
Yeah.
not many people can do.
That's very true. That
Yeah.
is very true.
It's crazy. They're all dads.
I know it is nuts. It is so. I mean, to imagine that there's just like we're just multiplying.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I loved what you guys were saying about your mom now getting all these girls when she had all these boys, and she's just so happy.
I mean, like Alina and Valentina, Kevin's daughters, they just FaceTime my mom like every day. I get FaceTime
That's
from Alina
amazing.
too, which just make my day.
They're the cutest. They're so cute. It's insane.
So sweet, so genuine. I mean, I moved to New York originally back when I was just 2.
Mm-hmm.
I moved originally so I could be closer to them
Yeah.
because I was just, I'm just
Yeah.
the young one.
Yeah.
Might
Yeah.
as well be an uncle.
What's the age difference between you and Kevin?
13 years.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is kind of a lot.
And then Nick and I's 8. So,
Yeah. Right.
yeah,
right.
significant. Technically, I'm an only child by psychology standards.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah, a lot of therapy.
I was going to say, seems like
You
you
seem pretty confident in what
seem
you're
to-
talking
I've
about.
talked about like this
did
before.
not know that. Like,
Yeah,
that's
it's 5
very
years. 5
interesting.
years.
Yeah.
At 5 years, psychologically,
Yeah.
you then revert to the state of an only child.
I guess that
Very interesting. Something
makes
to-
sense though because they're
I have
like
some people that fits. That makes sense.
Really?
Yeah.
you're like putting them in
Yeah.
categories
Yeah.
now.
Because it totally recontextualizes the way you interact with your siblings and therefore other people in a shared environment.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what if? So my sister's 6 years older than me.
Okay.
Okay. But then my brother's in the middle, and we're 3 years apart. So
Then
am I just not
you're a
related to my
sibling.
sister?
No,
No.
you're all siblings. It's not like it's
Yeah.
not like 1-to-1.
Yeah.
It has to be like
A gap
a gap at
Yeah.
one
Okay.
point.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
where there's no kids in between.
All right.
Exactly,
So if it was
exactly.
like 6 and there was nobody
Yeah.
ever. Okay.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah,
it.
Then
All right.
you
no,
then
so-
you would be an only child.
Okay, last one I have is who makes the most original TikTok content? You think that like whose TikTok content do you enjoy the most?
Okay. I mean,
Because
I would
everyone's pretty
say,
funny.
weirdly enough, I'm going to say Sophie because Sophie is the reason that Joe's TikTok is successful. Like she's the cool. I tell him this all the time when he calls me asking me for like, hey man, I'm trying to promote my new song.
Yeah.
I need a TikTok idea. I'm like, dude, put Sophie in it, and then it will do great.
Yeah.
She's so much cooler than you.
Were you a fan of Game of Thrones before you?
I was like the guy who showed my family, and I was like a kid. I
Yeah.
should not have been watching the show.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
And like,
lot of-
absolutely not. But I showed my dad, and then he showed Kevin. Kevin showed
Yeah.
Joe, and like, I mean, I like to obviously take credit, but that's probably not the way it went, realistically. But I did love Game of Thrones beforehand.
So you were very excited.
Oh yeah, we were doing an interview the other day, and someone asked me. I've never been asked like, when was the most starstruck you've ever been? And I really thought about it. Kevin was talking for a little bit, and I was like, honestly, the most starstruck I've ever been was showing up in, I think it was 2016. Yeah, Thanksgiving in 2016. I show up to this airport, and then on the plane with my family is it's Sansa Stark, and I'm like, and I like twiddled my thumbs the whole flight, and I just was trying to think of something to say to her. I could not for like 24 hours. I didn't talk to Sophie because I was too afraid because she was so cool.
That's amazing.
Oh man, now you can say now you're all family.
Yeah.
Isn't that nuts?
She's my sister.
Yeah. Isn't that nuts? It's pretty.
She's still super dope.
Yep.
That's so cool.
That is really cool. She is iconic. So
Can't get better.
No, they all are. I'm trying to think. Priyanka's been on the show twice.
Yeah.
No Sophie.
We had a
really
really fun night with Priyanka.
Priyanka is a legend. Like
she was awesome.
She is
Priyanka. We had so much fun. Drinking Villa One shots backstage at Penn State.
Yeah, we were at Champs.
Epic.
We were at Champs, and we had to come back here to work after that night, but we were invited to Champs. We did the whole thing, and then it was just we recorded a podcast in the car ride
threw
home.
Up. We didn't know because
I was pointing over there. I wasn't gonna say he threw up all over the place, but we recorded the podcast after we left the bar. We were like blackout in the car, and he uploaded the whole thing. The next morning, we were like getting all these tweets, DMs, like, "This is the best podcast ever." We were like, we don't remember a single thing we said. Like, we listened back, we're like completely slurring our words.
It's just me. I'm just like, I love them so much. Oh my God.
I physically can't listen to it, but people are always like, that was the best episode ever. I was like, we maybe got to start getting drunk before episodes more, but like, it's haunting.
Yeah, I told Nick that I didn't want to blow smoke up his ass, but that his tequila was actually really good.
Yeah.
It's the best tequila on the planet.
And I said, Fran, I don't think I've ever heard you use that expression before. It made me uncomfortable.
It's like so serious. Like anybody who tries that, tries Villa One.
Yeah.
Have you tried Rob's, the popcorn yet?
I have at the, I went to their show at Red Rock.
Okay, cool.
And I had some there.
And your thoughts on?
Thought it was great. Little, it's got a kick to it.
Yeah, it's the best part.
Yeah. What are you talking about? It's got a good kick to it, I would say.
I haven't had it.
It's worth it.
Before Jones Beach show, I was drinking like a Villa One margarita with the popcorn. Phenomenal combo.
Just tried it all.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, like I said, I'm fangirl big time. So, anyway, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much.
This is amazing.
Claim to Fame on ABC Monday nights after the
Bachelorette.
Wait, that's the last thing I wanted to say. You love the Bachelorette.
Huge Bachelor Nation.
Yeah.
Huge.
This has opened up a lot.
I know.
I was like trying to finish. We don't want to hold you for too much longer, but you're at the 10 p.m. slot.
I know. I'm on ABC after the Bachelorette. That's crazy, dude.
You watch every season?
Crazy. I haven't seen every season.
Okay, but give us like favorite, least favorites. We're very honest on this show about this.
I'm honest with you. Like, last season was, like, the last Bachelor season was pretty crazy. Like, as endings go, I know we've done the I'm in love with two women before.
Yeah.
But to follow that with it being Gabby and Rachel and them being like, I don't know if I'm allowed to curse, but
you can go ahead.
Bad bitches and owning that shit.
That was mild compared to what we said.
I know, I'm promoting an ABC show.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, like, for them to then own that and then come back and be the first double Bachelorette, like, respect on
So you like the idea?
I love it. I think it's genius. I think it's genius. And
so
the
you're
fact
gonna live watch?
Of course.
Do you live tweet?
I will start. I'm going to. I got back into my Twitter for the first time in like years for this.
You got to
occasion.
live tweet The Bachelorette. We're big live tweeters.
All right. Okay. I'll tweet. We'll live tweet each other during the Bachelorette.
Perfect.
It's a fun time.
All right.
Everyone live tweets each other. Talks about it. Say whatever you want on there.
Great. We'll do it. Yeah. Okay.
Don't get in trouble, but
the end of Clayton's season was nuts too because it's just he's like so happy with Susie now.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Do you have a least favorite?
I mean, what was his name? The Bachelor before this current season.
So there was Clayton.
Matt James.
Matt
James. I love Matt James, but the one thing, the open eye kissing.
Oh, yeah, people had a problem with him. Yeah.
Everybody, we were always going to talk about the open eye kissing,
Yeah.
but there is something that has to be said about a full season of open. Like
Right, because
Right.
the
once in a
first
while-
episode, we saw him
Right.
kiss like 3 times. We were all like, wow, that was like, what a way to meet this guy. After like 7 episodes, you're just on the edge of your seat. When's it gonna? Like,
Yeah.
there it is again. Oh, there it is again.
And you're like, no, because you think like, oh, he's on camera, maybe he's a little nervous. But then you're like, oh no, that's just how he kisses. But he did make very funny TikToks about it after.
But
like
yeah,
with his eyes
I
going on the
was about to say,
screen.
it wasn't until like they were halfway through shooting it, I think, that they did a bit on the show where he had like he did go into and had a good spirit about it.
Right, right, exactly.
Yeah.
So, okay, now we can wrap it up.
Yep.
Frankie, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Claim to fame, like you said, after The Bachelorette on
Yes.
ABC.
Very excited.
Monday nights, it's quite the slate. Everyone can be parked in front of their TV for 3 hours.
Yeah,
It's the best
so don't
way to
turn
do
it off
it.
after The Bachelorette tonight.
Yeah.
Please don't.
No. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
It's such a pleasure being here.